Good morning, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earthwatch, once again on January 19, 2023 on our planet. A little bit of talk about growing your own food, the success and failures in growing your own food, especially in the wintertime. I've been doing so for quite a few years under different environmental conditions, summer heat, increased UV, burning the plants, winter growing in greenhouses, growing in my sunroom, growing in my furnace room, microgreens. And for the most part, I am very knowledgeable and successful. However, you really got to be on top of your game and know what you're doing. So you can grow potatoes in buckets inside. For example, if you have a sunroom, potatoes do not like heat. They grow better in cooler conditions. However, with all plant life needs the sun, which we are not going to have during the winter months, extended longer winter months, especially as we get into grand solar minimum periods. I'm in Western Canada, province of British Columbia. In the past 3 months, we've had maybe 3 days of sun. That is it. 3 days. A bucket or any other type of container you want to use, you can use a cardboard box for growing potatoes. It takes 3 months to reach maturation before it's ready for harvest. But again, if they don't get enough natural sunlight or enough artificial light, they will become stressed out, and the tubers, the potatoes, will not grow to their full expected size. And I'll show you one example. I'm going to have a feast tonight, folks. So I had approximately 12 containers, buckets, cardboard boxes. And the foliage in stalk and leaves did very, very well. Initially, they were stressed out. They were bending towards the window, looking for the sun. So I had to put on a whole bunch of my lights. I've been using these for years. They are the Twisty CFLs for blue light spectrum. Been very successful using them for years. I had to set them up, and then the plants started straightening up to my lights. But that wasn't enough. So out of 12 buckets, which would have given me about 2 weeks worth of food for 2 to 3 people, let me show you what I got. That's it. They didn't have enough sunlight or enough artificial lights. And I had about maybe 18 of those lights I showed you spread over my 12 buckets. So the largest potato I got. Now the red Pontiac variety is common for being small, but not this small. Successes and failures in growing your own food. You're waiting 3 months, and you can't wait to have some fresh, organic, homegrown potatoes, which takes a lot of space, just for 2 weeks worth. And again, as experienced as I am and as successful, the environment is changing. You can't just put your seed potatoes in a 5-gallon bucket, top it off with dirt. Water it as required 1 to 2 times a week. In cooler temperatures, that soil is going to stay damper longer, so you don't soak a whole lot, or else you're going to get a lot of potato rot. So if you don't have enough sun in your region, you're going to need a massive amount of artificial lighting at the right spectrum. You got to do a lot of research, a lot of homework, a lot of experimentation. This was actually sort of an experimentation for me. Normally you overgrow as much as you can say in the fall, and store your potatoes for the winter. So again, I get off topic. I cover subjects like growing your own food, the successes and the failures of doing so, and sunlight, among other things, is extremely important. In the wintertime, when you have cloud cover for months, consecutive months at a time, nothing's going to grow. So this could also be an example of a year without summer. A volcano large enough pops off a VEI 7 somewhere in the world, and enough ash gets high enough and gets carried in the jet stream, and it covers the hemisphere for an extended period of time. Crops won't make it. Okay. They're not going to make it. They need sun. Potato, carrots, leafy greens, doesn't matter what it is. Leafy greens, cold, hardy vegetables fare much better with just a little bit of artificial lighting. Your kale, your chard, your spinaches, beets, bok choy. And that's fine, and you want that for your nutrition, but to fill up your gut, your bucket of beans or your bucket of rice is just going to be pretty bland after a while. So I'm a little bit sad today, folks. My potatoes didn't make it. I might be grumpy again. That's it for now. I just want to give you one example of what it's like growing your own food in the wintertime. See you later.